Previously on the Archives of Domaselum.
Drexiath, as you hear Milcha say that, you begin to hear groaning behind you, coming from the atrium of this government building. A creaking sound begins to occur within the floor and the walls. Before you can catch your breath, 7 specters appear in your field of vision.
We don't have time to stop and mend wounds. We have to end the source of this or be overrun by these things. I can apply some healing to somebody.
Heal Gorzog. I can attack from the back.
Milcha turns to Gorzog, looking very sternly at him. Don't think for 1 second that I enjoy doing this.
You dare to enter the sanctuary I have taken. My darkness will consume you and the rest of Cultifes. Now you will face the wrath of Jorasol.
Collecting what you had found from Joras Aln, you exit the government building, slowly watching the haze fade away with every street you walk down. More and more, the structures, homes, businesses are all now starting to reveal themselves from the darkness. You pass by several bones and zombies' bodies that cease to animate as a result of the defeat of Joras Aln. Retracing your steps back from where you came, you come near the entry point of your mission, and it is here that you can see Governor Grumsworth, Turson, and other citizens through the remains of the shadowy haze before it is finally faded, revealing a victorious party that approaches them. They've returned! They've returned! The whole crowd erupts upon your return, acknowledging your great efforts in saving the northern side of Cultifes. As you walk through the streets, you are cheered and thanked. Citizens stand for miles to get a look at the group who had freed a portion of their city. All along the way, as you near your approach to the temple doors for a much-needed rest, the people consistently shout a moniker to identify their heroes, the Shadow Breakers. And it is here where you all will get a long rest, and you will level up to level 5.
Okay, awesome. Are we going to go ahead and do that now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now, and go across the table to see what everyone gets. Adam, we'll start with you. What are you doing with your next level?
I'm going to take my next level in Barbarian. At level 5, I get extra attack, allowing me to attack twice on a turn. I also get fast movement, which says your speed increases by 10 feet when you are not wearing heavy armor. I rolled a 3 on my hit die, plus 4 from my Constitution modifier, and another 2 from the tough feat, for a total of 9 HP to my hit point maximum.
Okay, nice. Ben, how are you leveling up Gorzog?
I'm going to take another level in Fighter. At 5th level Fighter, like Gineod, I get extra attack. I also gain the ability Tactical Shift. This says whenever you activate your second wind with a bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Oh, cool. That's a nice update to Second Wind in the 2024 edition.
I rolled an 8 on my hit die, plus my Constitution modifier, which is 4. So that's 12 HP added to my hit point maximum.
Okay, very good. Mackenzie, what are you doing with your next level for Milcha?
I think I'm going to branch out in multi-class. I am going to take my next level in Paladin.
Whoa, Cleric and Paladin multi-class. What do you get at first level for Paladin?
Well, I get 2 features. Well, technically 3. First is Lay on Hands. It says you have a pool of healing power that replenishes when you finish a long rest. With that pool, you can restore a total number of hit points equal to 5 times your Paladin level. As a bonus action, you can touch a creature, which could be yourself, and draw power from the pool of healing to restore a number of hit points to that creature up to the maximum amount remaining in the pool. You can also expend 5 hit points from the pool of healing power to remove the poison condition from the creature. Those points don't also restore hit points to the creature.
Yeah, one of my favorite changes, I think, made in 2024 D&D was that they finally made Lay on Hands a bonus action. What about your other abilities?
Also, at first level, I get Weapon Mastery, which lets me choose 2 kinds of weapons that I am proficient in. I get to use the Weapon Mastery properties of both of those weapons. And I also get Spellcasting, which lets me prepare 2 Paladin spells.
Let me guess. One of those is going to be Divine Smite.
Yeah, that's correct. I rolled a 10 on my hit die, plus my Constitution modifier, which is 3, plus 1 for Dwarven Toughness, so that is 14 hit points added to my hit point maximum.
Okay, thank you, Mackenzie. And Avery, how would you like to level up Drexiath?
I'm going to take a level in Sorcerer. With my next level in Sorcerer being 2nd level, I gain Font of Magic and Meta Magic. Font of Magic says you can tap into the wellspring of magic within yourself. This wellspring is represented by sorcery points, which allow you to create a variety of magical effects. You have 2 sorcery points, and you gain more as you reach higher levels, as shown in the sorcery point column of the Sorcerer Features table. You can't have more sorcery points than the numbers shown in the table for your level. You regain all expended sorcery points when you finish a long rest. You can use sorcery points to create spell slots, or use spell slots to create sorcery points, or to use meta magic. And speaking of which, I also gained the meta magic feature at 2nd level. It says because your magic flows from within, you can alter your spells to suit your needs. You gain 2 meta magic options of your choice from the meta magic options later in this class's description. You use the chosen options to temporarily modify spells you cast. To use an option, you must spend the number of sorcery points that it costs. You can use only 1 meta magic option on a spell when you cast it, unless otherwise noted in one of those options. Whenever you gain a sorcerer level, you can replace one of your meta magic options with one that you don't know.
Yep, that's the bread and butter of the sorcerer for sure. What did you get on your hit die?
I rolled a 5 plus my Constitution modifier, which is 3, so a total of 8 to my hit point maximum.
Okay, thank you everyone. Now we'll go ahead and get back to the session. The exhaustion of this mission overtakes you as your bodies succumb to a deep sleep. Before I have you all awaken, I wanted to clarify who took what from Joris Aln.
I took the gem.
I took the sword.
I took the gauntlets.
Okay. Well, you all awaken within your quarters inside the temple. What do you all do from here?
Gineod rises early with a lot on his mind the moment he wakes. When he does wake up, he will step out of his quarters and he'll pace the hall containing the stories from the old canon.
You step out into the hall as your gaze gravitates towards the art of the stories on the wall. A quietness comes over the hall as you look on with your dark vision.
I start out giving thanks to Yatzer. Bless you, sculptor of the universe. I pause for a moment before continuing. This heart and mind, it lacks clarity and peace. This assignment seemed straightforward when you gave it to me. But now I must confess, I am confused. I have helped Milcha escape from Helver, and I am willing to help her journey further and protect her along the way. I just don't understand why you didn't tell me before I came. While she clings to you, she is obviously struggling. I need guidance.
While you sit and pray to Yatzer, the halls are filled with the booming of your prayers. Yet while your voice is loud, silence around you and in your mind remains in the midst of your prayers.
When I wake up, do I still continue to peel off scales?
Yes, when you arise from your bed, you hear the sound of scales clattering to the floor. As you look in your reflection within your water basin, you begin to see even more of your silver and copper scales with very few black scales left at all.
Do I feel sick at all?
No, you don't feel any kind of sickness or disease upon you.
Okay. I'll get myself ready, setting the gem next to the book, and begin the ritual to cast Identify on the gem.
Upon waking up, before I go to find Drexiath, I go by where Gorzog is currently staying.
Gorzog is awake, sharpening one of his blades.
Upon seeing Gorzog awake, I ask him, I'm taking the gauntlets to Drexiath to learn of its properties. You should probably do the same with that sword to make sure you know what it does. And I continue on towards Drexiath's room.
I wait for her to walk a ways before I get up, pick up the sword, and begin heading to Drexiath's room.
Okay, you both head to Drexiath's room then.
As they each come by, I open my door to let them in. What was it that I had learned from my Identify cast on the gem?
Yeah, during your time of verbally and somatically casting the Identify, you learn that this gem is what's called an elemental gem. There are 4 different kinds of these, but specifically with this one, this elemental gem specifically summons a fire elemental whenever it's used.
Oh, nice. That will most certainly be helpful.
Milcha and Gorzog, as you both arrive into Drexiath's quarters, you see several black dragon scales littered all over the floor. Getting a closer look at Drexiath, you can see that most of his visible body is no longer made of black scales, but of copper and silver scales.
Drexiath, are you like shedding or something? Like a snake?
I don't know why it's happening. Just ignore the scales. Let me see the items so I can identify them.
Gorzog pushes past Milcha, setting the sword in Drexiath's lap. Do the sword first.
The sword has a little bit of weight to it, Drexiath. It looks to be a long sword, but has a little more length than your average long sword.
Okay, I will move the gem aside and set the sword in its place, and I will cast Identify on the sword.
How long does this normally take?
Will you just shut up? He has to concentrate. Otherwise, it will take longer.
Gorzog is going to wait for a few minutes before he says out loud, is it done yet?
It won't get done unless you give me some silence.
Milcha starts to herd Gorzog outside of Drexiath's room. Come on, let's give him some space.
Gorzog agrees to step out of Drexiath's quarters. Upon exiting, he asks Milcha, "Wasn't that the book that he threw in front of him in the arena?"
Yeah, it was. I honestly didn't know he got it back until he pulled it out in our battles. I thought he left it in the Colosseum.
I ponder on this for a little bit while he waits on the spell to finish.
Drexiath, the spell finishes. You immediately gain clarity on this weapon that was wielded by Joris Aln. This weapon is what's called a Giant Slayer Longsword. It's a +1 weapon, so it gives +1 to attack rolls, +1 damage rolls, and it is considered a rare item. When you hit a giant with this weapon, the giant takes an extra 2d6 damage of the weapon's type, and it must succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw, or it will have the prone condition.
Upon learning the properties of this sword, I open the door of my quarters and hand the sword to Gorzog, explaining to him the properties of the sword.
As Drexiath finishes explaining, Gorzog draws the sword, wielding it in his hand and looking at it. "This will make a fine prize for the death of that wraith." Gorzog sheaths it, and after that he will head back to his quarters.
As I watch Gorzog leave, I turn to Milcha and I say, "Let's take a look at those gauntlets. You can wait in my quarters while I perform the ritual. I know you won't make as much noise as he does."
Yeah, sorry about that. And then I closed the door behind me.
It's all right. I've learned he marches to the beat of his own drum.
I let a few moments of silence go by before the question Gorzog asked her comes out of her own mouth. Drexiath, how did you get the book back? Last I remember in the Colosseum, you had set it on the ground in front of you. Were you able to retrieve it somehow?
No, I left it there to defend us during our escape. It wasn't until after our escape I found it next to me during one of our watches in the tunnels. I'm still not sure how that happened.
So, is this book, how do I say this, sentient?
Drexiath pauses a little longer. All I know is it helped me escape a place that I didn't belong, and it has provided me a source of power against my father and my siblings and our own enemies that I didn't have before.
Milcha sighs before kneeling down to set the gauntlets in front of the book. And your power has certainly aided us in our escape from Zarakis. Let's find out what these gauntlets do.
Drexiath will now cast Identify on the gauntlets.
Okay. As you cast Identify on the gauntlets, during the time of the ritual, you begin to feel a faint sampling of the power the gauntlets provide. You discern through the ritual that these are gauntlets of ogre power. They are considered an uncommon item, and they require attunement. When the wielder is attuned to these gauntlets and wears them, their strength score becomes 19.
I snap out of the ritual and explain the properties of the gauntlets to Milcha.
I can only imagine how Joris Alm got a hold of these. And these are not cursed?
No, I couldn't sense a curse on them. In fact, I think these would work really well for you. Gineod and Gorzog are already pretty strong, and I normally don't rely on my strength in our battles. As a warrior who bears the symbol of war, It seems kind of fitting that these would work well for you.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I'll go ahead and put them on and I'll attune to them.
Okay, the gauntlets fit to the form of your forearms. You can mark this item as attuned and increase your strength score to 19.
Okay, after putting the gauntlets on and getting prepared to attune to them, I look back at Drexiath. Drexiath, thank you. I know we've ultimately come this far collectively as a group. But in all honesty, we would not be here if it wasn't for your initial risk of bravery. Please know I'm grateful and will never forget what you've done for me.
Drexiath turns to look Milcha in the eyes and gives a slight nod before she exits my quarters.
Johnny, did the Giant Slayer require attunement?
No, it does not. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Ben. Let's take inventory of who currently has what magic items.
I don't have any currently.
I just have the Giant Slayer and the Moontouch sword.
I just have the Gauntlets of Overpower, which I am attuned to.
I have the Elemental Gem, the Figurine of Wondrous Power, and the Instrument of Scribing. The Instrument of Scribing requires attunement, but I'm not attuned to it. The other items don't require attunement.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, everyone. We move ahead a little further in the day. As you are going about your day inside the temple, you all are gathered in the sanctuary by Turson. As Governor Grumsworth arrives in the sanctuary, he says, "Greetings, Shadowbreakers."
Wow, is that the team name given to us by the people here?
Yes, the city is bustling with tales of your bravery in freeing the city.
That is a really cool sounding team name, not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, Governor, but we are not a team. In fact, I don't think any of us are planning on sticking around. We each had something at stake, and we merely worked together to accomplish a shared goal.
That sounds like a team of heroes to me.
Call it what you will, I suppose. I'm glad we were able to help.
So, Grumsworth, about the matter of payment involved.
Gorzog?
No, he's right. A deal is a deal. That is the reason I came here, actually. After taking some time to evaluate what we still had and trying to keep the looters off our stuff, I have 2 offers for you. 2,000 gold pieces for each of you, or a piece of property to call your own.
Wow, really?
Yes, Drexiath. It is only right for what you have done for the city.
Well, I would say the 2,000 gold for me.
2,000 gold for me as well. This would help a lot with getting back home to Maxim.
Well, I am still here to fulfill my call to protect Milcha, so I will take 2,000 gold as well.
Gineod, are you sure? This could be a chance for you to start a new life here. Experience life here in the city.
I'm committed to what Yatser has called me to do. I will continue to protect you, Milcha.
Nice try to get rid of him, Mackenzie.
Yeah, I tried.
What about you, Drexiath?
Oh, well, 2,000 gold is a lot of coin. At the same time, I could really use a place to start fresh. I think I will take the property. If anything, it could be a safe place for you all to return to, in case you need.
Very well. I will arrange the reward packages for the 3 of you. They shall be delivered here shortly. Drexiath, if you would like to come with me, I can show you your new property.
Okay, great. I start to follow Governor Grumsworth before I turn around to look at the others. I guess this is goodbye. I hope you all find what you're looking for.
Thank you, Drexiath. I wish the same for you.
So long, kid.
I wish you well, Drexiath.
I turn around and follow Grumsworth out the door.
As Drexiath now walks out the door of the temple with Governor Grumsworth, what are the rest of you three doing?
I'm going to go to my quarters and begin preparing for the journey back to Maxon.
Gineod will also gather his belongings, with not as many belongings to take with him. He does spend some more time at the wall to pray and commune with Yatzer.
Gorzog is going to gather his belongings from his quarters. After he does so, he is going to go find Milcha at her quarters.
Upon finishing packing her things, she looks up at Gorzog briefly before going back to packing.
You know, traveling back there is not a good idea, right?
I never asked you for your input, you know.
If you step foot anywhere near Maxon, Spruce, or Boyford, you will be met by hordes of orcs.
I don't care. I just want to find my husband.
You need to move on from your husband. He is surely dead from the orc raids. He will only prevent you from moving forward with your life.
Milcha begins to clench her pack tightly with the gauntlets of ogre power before throwing it down aggressively. She walks towards Gorzog, pointing her finger at him. I refuse to believe that my husband was killed by those animals you call your kin. Your people have scarred me for as long as I live. You have scarred me for as long as I live. And with all that is in me, I will have vengeance on them, and for killing the son I carried within me. And if you remain around me any longer, that vengeance will come for you too.
Gorzog remains silent as he stands in front of her.
Milcha, enraged, moves back to get her pack.
I want vengeance too.
Milcha slowly turns back around to face Gorzog.
I was betrayed by my clan leader, Sumog. He was the one who beat you to near death. He was responsible for your miscarriage. He was the one who sent us both to Helver as offerings to Zarakis. We both want vengeance against the same orc.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that if we work together, we can both have revenge on our biggest enemy. We can both make him feel the pain he caused us. We can both rid Domaselum of a disgusting creature.
Milcha silently stands there for a moment. She then picks up her pack, and she shoulder checks Gorzog on the way out of her quarters, without saying a word.
I look on at her as she walks away.
As you look on at Milcha walking away from your offer, we cut to Drexiath, following Governor Grumsworth into northern Colta Fess. Drexiath, you notice as you walk that when Grumsworth walks amidst the city, there is not a mob of people that gather around or follow him like he is a famous person. Instead, there is a reverent respect by the onlookers that give him his space and let him go about his day. Now, this will be a decent-sized property for one person. While this particular property given to you is within the city here, there is still certainly room for it to grow if you wish. Upon walking further into Northern Cultafest, a few streets away from the government building, Grumsworth brings you to a one-story structure containing a door on the front with an open roof at the top. The property has the looks of a small house from the outside. Upon stopping to give you a chance to look at the outside from the front, he walks up to the door and unlocks it. Opening the door, he ushers you in for you to take a look at the inside.
I go ahead and walk in and take in the inside of the property.
Upon walking in, we are going to go over a new feature in 2024 D&D called a Bastion. This is a space that is acquired by a character or characters as part of the adventure. A Bastion might be inherited, received as a reward, or a lone structure that characters find the means to refurbish. The shape, style, and function of a character's Bastion is up to the player. Every 7 days, a character can take a Bastion turn. You do not have to be present at the Bastion to take this turn. Drexiath, as part of gaining your Bastion, you have 2 spaces to work with as a part of this property. One space is a cramped space, which this consists of 4 5-foot squares. The other is a roomy space, which consists of 16 5-foot squares.
Wow, I'm starting to rethink my decision.
I was worried if that would happen.
Drexiath, as part of creating the starting layout to your Bastion, you can arrange the squares of your 2 spaces as you see fit. To start, you're going to get 2 free basic facilities. You can choose between a bedroom, dining room, parlor, courtyard, kitchen, or a storage. These basic facilities come with non-magical furnishings and decor appropriate for the facility. Over time, you can add basic facilities for a particular cost and time required and or enlarge your basic facilities. As well, you also gain 2 special facilities at level 5. Over time, as you level, you'll gain more special facilities to add to your Bastion. Special facilities can't be bought, but they can be acquired by leveling. A special facility also comes with 1 or more hirelings who work in the facility, maintain it, and execute the Bastion orders. There are a number of Bastion orders that you can take, like Craft, Empower, Harvest, Maintain, Recruit, Research, or Trade. The Bastion order you give has to be an order, though, that goes with the specific facility.
It's pretty cool. Do I have to pay the hirelings who work in the special facilities?
Good question. No, you don't. Each special facility generates enough income to pay the salary of the hirelings. Hirelings are loyal to the Bastion's owner, and they follow the orders that they're given. If you are not present at the Bastion and are not able to communicate with the Bastion hirelings to give a Bastion order, the Bastion will automatically use the maintain order on that turn. That's kind of a summary of the Bastion turns, but we can address questions on it as they come up.
Okay, sounds good.
Governor Grumsworth turns to you and says, I'm gonna give you some time with the new place to get acclimated. We can discuss what facilities you would like to have later. I've got to return to the temple with the rewards for your other companions. I will return later to see how everything is going for you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Governor Grumsworth.
He walks out of your new property and closes the door behind him. Unless anybody else has anything specific, we'll move ahead to Governor Grumsworth returning to the temple.
I would actually like to approach Turson in the time in between and ask him, Turson, would you by chance have any other weapons and armor of higher quality?
Turson looks at you with understanding of what you mean. I have some stronger equipment I would be willing to part with in exchange for a donation to the temple.
I can arrange that. Once Governor Grumsworth arrives with our payment, I'd be willing to provide a donation.
I will go see what I can find. Meanwhile, back at Drexiath's new residence, Drexiath, you become familiar with the space you were in as well as the exterior of the property. As you were checking on the exterior outside, you notice, walking along the streets, probably about 80 feet from your property, are two black Dragonborn bearing a familiar crest. The crest of the Corrosive King. You recognize these as scouts from Helver.
Oh boy. I quickly and quietly get inside and close the door, trying not to panic. I would like to look out the peephole of my door and wait until they pass by.
You wait for a number of minutes in which time seems to move much slower in the midst of your panic. Soon, though, they move past and continue down the street.
I give myself another minute after that. And after that minute, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself. I wish I would have used my Awaken Mind feature on one of the other three before I left, but I can't say I would have known that this would happen. After turning invisible, I would like to exit the bastion and head towards the temple.
Okay, Drexiath, go ahead and give me a stealth check. You have it with advantage since you're invisible.
That is a 23.
Very nice. With a 23, your step is quiet, and you easily stay out of sight. As you move through the city invisibly, civilians and patrons do not notice or react to any movement you make past them. As you travel further south towards the temple, you notice 6 more of the same black Dragonborn scouts from Helver. With no issue at all, you arrive to the doorstep of the temple.
I go ahead and now open the door.
Before you open the door, we're going to go back a little bit before you arrive as Governor Grumsworth arrives to the temple. He carries 3 pouches with him as he walks in. Okay, that is 2,000 gold pieces for each of you. The city and the citizens thank the Shadow Breakers for your service to our city. As Grumsworth passes out the gold, you see the door to the temple fling open with nobody there at the entrance before it is quickly shut.
I will draw my glaive quickly upon seeing this.
As soon as I enter the temple, I drop the invisibility.
Drexiath?
Drexiath, what is it?
They've tracked us. Black Dragonborn. Guards. Scouts from Helver. I've seen 8 so far. There might be more around the city.
Well, that's not uncommon. They come here sometimes.
They are looking for us, Governor. We came here to flee from Helver. We were captured and held captive by the Corrosive King. Undoubtedly, they are looking for us.
Are you truly fugitives of Helver? Did you commit crimes against the kingdom of the Corrosive King?
Not at all. I was captured once I landed here on the Camor.
Wait, landed?
It's a long story, but it's true. The Corrosive King took Gineod captive. He is working with orc tribes who captured Gorzog and Milcha. The Corrosive King has his eyes set on the Jez Mountains. He seeks the jewels within it for himself.
Grumsworth pauses for a few moments.
What will you do now that you know this?
I won't lie, this has put me in a tough position. No doubt they will eventually come to ask me about you then. He pauses again while he ponders. You have done this city a major favor in multiple ways. You all are heroes in the eyes of the citizens. I do not wish for you to be handed over to the soldiers of the Corrosive King.
Oh, great, thank you.
But you should flee the city soon then. The longer you linger here, the more they look. And I cannot speak for any other citizens that live here in Coltafest to not say anything.
I guess this includes me, right?
Yes, I'm afraid so, Drexiath. But don't worry, the property is still yours. I can be a little creative with that should it come up. And the hirelings will tend to it while you're gone.
Okay, thank you. I would like to ask you, Turson, since you are well acquainted with Governor Grumsworth here, would you also be willing to watch over my property for me and be my contact should I need anything for it?
I would be honored, lad.
Thank you, Turson. It's at this point I am going to go ahead and use my Awaken Mind feature to connect with Turson.
Gorzog, you mentioned that you would like to see if I had any higher quality equipment that you were wanting to seek. Here are a few things I was able to find. Turson gestures behind him, some items leaning next to the pews. You see a number of weapons and armor options, as well as some tools and packs. In particular, you find a set of full plate.
Is there any breastplate on the pews?
Yes, there is a set of breastplate.
Okay, Gorzog's going to pick it up. Upon liking the feel of it, he's going to remove his chainmail and put on the breastplate. Upon doing so, he sets the chainmail down and then flips a gold piece from the pouch to Turson. I smile at him and say, I hope this donation goes a long way, before walking past him to look at the other weapons he brought.
It definitely is not hard to see that Turson is very angry at you taking advantage of his kindness.
Milcha will look closely at the full plate. She turns to Turson and is going to hand him 1,000 gold pieces from her pouch. Yatzer sees his pride and arrogance. He will have the last word with Gorzog. Hopefully this will help you in the temple. In the meantime,
Turson's expression at this point changes as he sees your generosity, Milcha.
Does he have any healing potions?
Yes, Turson has laid out 4 healing potions as well. They are all greater healing potions.
Seeing as those have been helpful in our adventure up to this point and feeling good about my current inventory, I'll go ahead and buy all 4. But having never bought anything before, Gineod just watches how much Milcha gives Turson, and he's also gonna give Turson 1,000 gold pieces.
That's nice.
Man, Turson is making bank today.
Turson is quite surprised at how much you put forward, but he gives you the exact same expression he gave to Milcha.
I give one to each of them and keep one for myself.
Thanks, Gineod.
Drexiath, is there anything else you would want?
I don't think so. I feel pretty good with what I have right now. But thank you, though.
Upon concluding your new inventory, Turson and Grumsworth look at all of you before Turson says, "You can escape out the back. May Yatsir guide you and keep you safe." As you all now exit the temple, I'm going to have each of you make a stealth check to see if you can escape the perception of the Black Dragonborn scouts.
Before we do leave, is it okay if I cast invisibility on Milcha?
Yes, you can.
I got a 6. I hate to burn it now, but I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration. Okay, that's better. I got a 17.
I got a 19.
I'm also going to cast guidance on myself before Drexiath casts visibility. I got a 13.
I got an 11.
Okay, very good. Well, we will find out next session if those rolls were successful. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Archives of Domaselum.